The most dangerous energy drain is the one you can't measure or point to: emotional exhaustion. It doesn't happen because you're weak, it happens because your energy is leaking in places you can't see nor describe well. Hi, I'm Shelly, and I teach emotional strength by exposing these invisible habits that drain your life. You feel it. You've walked into a room and immediately sensed something was wrong. No one said a word, yet the atmosphere feels heavy. And you've heard people say, there's an elephant in the room, or you could cut the tension with a knife. These aren't innocent expressions. They're proof that our nervous system recognizes long before the mind finds words to explain it. That's why emotional exhaustion, it's so difficult to understand. You know something affected you. You just can't describe all the moving parts of what happened very clearly. And because you can't explain it well and entirely, you probably ignore it. You say it's not that big of a deal. You gaslight yourself until one day you wake up exhausted. Not from working too hard, but feeling too much of the unresolved issues. So today, I want you to see something most people never measure. Where does your emotional energy actually live? So grab a piece of paper and choose 3 different colored pencils or crayons. One color will represent your positive mental state. When you feel happy and fulfilled and content, blissful, laughing, connected, you feel secure and aligned with all your values. Pick another color for the uncomfortable, negative emotions. When you feel worried or irritated, afraid, bitter, ticked off, or insecure. And one more color that represents a neutral state of being. And neutral means you are in emotional relief. You're relaxed, calm. You feel safe. It's a good night's sleep. That's considered neutral. That's good. So in the middle of your paper, draw a large oval. This represents you and your energy field. So take a deep breath in, relax it out. Now think about the last 24 hours. Ask yourself, what percentage of my day was my energy in a negative state of mind? How much of my time did I spend feeling stressed, pessimistic, irritated, outraged or fearful, hostile, bitter, weak, like life was too much to handle, or you felt like a victim, full of pity and insecurity? Now, color and shade the oval, that percentage amount that you give yourself. This will give a visual. So, for example, let's just use 20% of your day that you were in a negative frequency. It's about 6 hours. And as you do this exercise, I want you to think about what that feeling does to your physical body. Think about how irritation has weight. How heavy does it feel on you? Where do you feel it? Do you feel sharp pains? Does it feel like chaos or empty voids? These are the draining access points. So be aware of what these are doing to your person, because you're the only one who can stop this type of decay. Now ask yourself, what percentage of my day was spent feeling joyful, hopeful, peaceful, connected, encouraged, genuinely happy, and fulfilled? And you were on point with what you value in life. So shade in that portion of your energy field with the amount of time you spend in a positive frequency. And also think about when and where and for what reason do you feel happy? What makes you laugh? and feel connected, what makes you feel belonging, and you get to live the values that matter most to you. This is the point to be gentle with yourself if thoughts of guilt and depression flood you, because you're learning how to assess your life with strength and not pity. You are building muscle in that moment. You want to choose good thinking. Just like we can choose poor eating habits, it also happens with our thoughts. Choose wisely. Breathe in and breathe out if you start to feel condemned. So, just for an example, let's use 10% of being in a positive frequency for the day, and that's about 3 hours. So, finally, ask what percentage of my energy was spent in relief and calm? I was in an emotionally neutral state of mind. And I want to always remind you that relief is the bridge to joy. So if you struggle emotionally or when you do, focus your thoughts and feelings on getting relief and calm as fast as you can. Recover yourself. So shade in the percentage of energy. And for the example, let's use 70%. You are in a neutral frequency. It's about 15 hours of your day. It's not about being a robot where nothing bothers you. It's learning to catch yourself faster, to set yourself up better, to respond with stability instead of spiraling in anxiety, depression, or throwing angst on loved ones. When you remain aware all day of how you're spending your emotional currency, you stop guessing. You start seeing patterns. You realize your mind has an address. It lives somewhere. And wherever your mind lives, that's where your energy goes. You can't protect your energy if you don't understand how the frequencies work around you. So when you map your emotional real estate each day, you'll discover that neutral is a massive win. It's the space where your nervous system repairs itself. You'll also realize that negative emotions may not be as daunting. Instead, they become clear signals pointing to the exact areas that need immediate attention. But if you look at your day and you can't find even a moment of genuine joy, don't ignore that. That's something not to push through. It's a signal. It's time to get very serious and determined and pull that grit from within you. If you want assistance finding your way forward, I'd be honored to work with you. I have this keen ability troubleshooting emotional complexities to help you stop living in loops that delay restoration. And so in the next few lessons, I'm exposing the 4 deadly horsemen of the apocalypse. It sounds dramatic because it is. It's coined by the Gottman Institute, but I like to call them the 4 never-evers. They are the main emotional habits that silently destroy your energy and relationships. Even when we're eating well and sleeping enough and doing everything more healthy, these still drain your energy. So find out if you are doing these and how to respond when they are being done to you. Because helping to heal our world, it's built by protecting where our thoughts, intentions go. I'll see you in the next session. My love to you all. Bye for now.